since day one, pretty much. Pretty much. Okay, so let's see if she did it. So perfect. I've successfully implemented the same cooldown system. Cooldown 30 minutes. Okay. Share the data folder. Okay. Let's go ahead and try it. How about that? So let me go ahead and mess with this here. Extended. Okay, that's good. I like this cooldown, bro. What up, Luck? How are you? It's 9 p.m. on Friday. He's busy. Oh, he's not busy. He's not busy. It looks good to me, dude. Looks good to me. Oh, but the whole freaking negative thing. How could I test this, dude? I've helped hundreds of people automate their trading, even if they've never coded a day in their life. You can go check all the testimonials on my webpage. The link is in the description. But there's a 100% money back guarantee, no questions asked for 90 days. So click the link below and make sure to jump in right now. And if you don't like it, then you get your money back. Get your money back. I think I'm gonna assume this is gonna work. That's a bad assumption, but if it works for this one, then you know, I'll keep an eye on it because I'll be here for a while. You know, I'll be here for a while, a little bit of time. Talk to me. All right, so what I want to do now is I want to try to fix that YouTube watcher. So you can see the YouTube watcher is not working. And I want to go ahead and fix that. Gotta post this every once in a while. Okay, so I'm posting it right now so you can read it. And so I can get into my secret server. Haha. My secret little server. I'm in there. I'm in there. Get up in there. Let's get all the way in there. And then once we're in there, we will be Gucci. Because then I can test it. Because then I can test need that one. Okay. Let's go to open folder here. Let's go to Algos. Okay. Let's go to open folder here. Let's go to Algos. Okay. Click OK. Let's go to Algos. Click OK. Let's go to Algos. Click OK. Let's go here to terminal here. New terminal. Let's go here. Let's say terminal here. New terminal. Let's go here. Let's say screen. New terminal. LS. Let's go here. Let's say YouTube watcher. Vid watcher. Let's go here. Let's say YouTube watcher. Screen R. Vid watcher. What? 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 Screen R. There it is. Okay. There it is. So let's test it here. Let's go to YouTube. There it is. So let's test it here. Let's go to YouTube. 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 Well, I could just test it with somebody else's link. SMB, here we go. Okay. Let's go back to the server here. Okay, so here's the problem. You can see inside of this file here for my video watcher that it doesn't actually work anymore. So I think the transcript downloading process might have broke. Please check into it, and maybe you could add some backups. If that one doesn't work, the transcript, we could use a different one. So let's go to the DYDX CoinGecko, I believe. Yeah. AI, Discord, early buyers, vid watcher here. Okay. At vid watcher. Vid watcher, dude. Vid watcher. There it is. All right, let's see what she has to say about it. Maybe she can fix it. I know she can. But what am I? So you can see it's just not working right now, and it used to work. But it's because YouTube is trying to stop that, I believe. Push us to Gemini. I see the issue. Your transcript API is failing with no element found. Now let's create a comprehensive backup solution for YouTube. I'll multi-back to Whisper. Whisper ain't gonna work. Whisper won't work because that means that we have to have the video, but we don't have the video. We'll have to use a YouTube library, some sort of YouTube library to get the transcript. So use that instead. There's probably a few of them out there, so maybe you could have like if it fails on one, then try the other, and if it fails on that one, try the other. Stop your hell. Go. If you're still here, tap the like button and subscribe, because I believe code is the great equalizer, and I know Wall Street will never show any of this, so I'm going to show you everything. All I do ask is you hit the like and subscribe. All I ask is you hit the like and subscribe. You're absolutely right. The Whisper approach requires getting the video, can't say that word, which is more complex and resource intensive, which we won't be doing. We will not be doing that. Okay, so we're updating the libraries. Nice. Okay, we got a couple different options here. Go ahead and install them, that's fine. It's already installed, good. Excellent. The works perfectly. Okay. Great, great, great. Simple test. Okay, okay, okay. I think we got this, fam. Now I understand the version of whatever static. Okay. We're gonna get this cooking, bro. We always do, dude. What up, Fluffy? What's good? You bored? You bored, bro? You bored, bro? All right, let's get it. We fix it? Simple test. You still testing, shorty? Let's get it. Cursor here. Hibachi there. Okay, now we can get this cooking again. Okay, that's cooking. That's cooking. 12.9 minutes remaining. Okay. Nice, dude. Now we got it. Now we got this, bro. Shit's lights is bright as fuck, dude. By default, keep Continue. Resume. Resume. So Cursor's doing the testing for me. I'm quite happy about that. Excellent. The YouTube thing is working. Let me clean up the files. Thank you. Remove test. Yes. Let me go ahead and run this back then. Discord. Let's try this again, fam. If you actually want to learn this stuff right now and build your own trading bot, then there's a link in the description. Click that link and join the boot camp. I will show you absolutely everything and get your first trading bot set up. All right, so it seemed to kind of work, but maybe not. It said that it got the whole characters of the transcript, but then maybe it didn't, because this is what it sent back to me in the Discord. But you can see the terminal here below. It looks like kind of Gucci. Good. Just had to clarify what Gucci meant to her. Had to make sure she knew what Gucci meant. What's up, Vamu? Vamu, how are you, bro? Good to see you, dog. Glad you're here. Much love to you. 777. Peace. Love, happiness. Hope you're doing well, dude. You tell me, how you doing, bro? They skip that shit. The lights are so bright. I'm on a stage now. I liked it so much better when my freaking face wasn't here. Okay. But I had to tell YouTube I'm real. I'm real. I swear I'm real. I swear I'm real, YouTube. I swear. I'm not an AI. I promise. I promise I'm not an AI. I see the issue. The bot is successfully getting the transcript, but there's a problem with how the transcript is being passed. Okay. So, how do I say this? How do I say this, dude? We go ahead and make this update here. Insert note here. Aug1. Are you shy? I am shy. Thank you. Looking like a CK Calvin Klein. Appreciate you. Thank you for the boost, the boosty. I'm very introverted. Muffy. I'm very shy. You see me in public, don't talk to me. Oh my god. You should see how many freaking people talk to me nowadays. Now that I got this dog. It's like I'm fucking I'm not famous. I know I'm not famous, but this dog is freaking famous. Everybody wants to say hello, good morning. It's cool though. Let's go ahead and try it out. The new version here. Do a dog photo shoot. Do a photo shoot with the dog. No, thank you. She already gets enough love. She gets plenty of love. Plenty of love. Oh, looks like we got an error here. This is the error we got back. Big dog. Thank you. Go ahead and fix it. Thank you. Uh, no, we got an error, dog. No, we got an error. You can see that here. Please fix it. She said, congrats. Great job. We fixed it. No, you didn't fix it, baby. I'm sorry. You gotta lock the fuck in. You gotta lock back in, girl. SSL timeout. Big liquidations coming through here, dude. Big licks. Cursor, okay. Keep okay, now it might work. Should have shorted, he says. Shoulda, woulda, coulda, dude. Hindsight is so clear. So clear. So clear, dude. Have you struggled with emotional trading? If you want to remove all of your emotions from trading, you must automate it. I will teach you step by step in the next 15 days. There's a link in the description below, and I will help you remove all of your emotions from trading. Um, hmm. Yeah, we gotta try something else because we keep getting this inside of the Discord. And then you could see the bot actual view here, or the terminal. The beard is growing. You like it or a clean shave? I'm actually cut my hair today. I'm gonna cut my hair today. I'm lazy, bro. I don't want to cut my face and my hair every day, so it sneaks up on me. It sneaks up on me. Hey, girl. All right, let's give it one more try, dude. I don't want to spend too much time on this today. Big lick here, BTC. Okay, let's go ahead and give this one more spin here. Alrighty. See if there's any errors here in the terminal. I'm sorry. So you can see here that it does show that it's getting the transcript, but it doesn't then send back the detailed response like it should inside of Discord. I see the issue. The bot is extracting, getting mixed. Lithuanian is using Lithuanian text, dude. So yeah, we're English speakers here. Shout out to Lithuania though. Shout out to Lithuania. Let me add the debug. Okay. Let's go ahead and give this one more spin. I know I always say that, dude, but this time is for real the last time. I'm not fucking with this all day, dude. Sorry. Let's get it. It feels like, it just feels like that it's getting the transcript, but then not giving the detailed summary. Or am I tripping? Look at the text in the terminal. It says it has 732 characters of clean transcript. This is the thing, dude. This is the thing. I can sit here all day and build anything. Do you want to learn and connect with hundreds of other automated traders? Join the newsletter below and get a free invite to our Discord so you can chat with us. Chat with us. Link below. Description. Check it out. Check it out, fam bam. If you're not in the Discord, I don't know where you are. Why aren't you locked, dude? Why aren't you locked? Mm-mm-mm. Keep all? What's this 55% thing, man? Oh, 55% of 2K token, 200K tokens. All right, I'm gonna give this one try. One more try. One more try. This is the final try. This is the final try for sure. Before I just close this channel for now. Found it. Found it. Okay. There we go, dude. Fix these. Fix these nuts. Psych. Fixed it and not. It's not fixed. We're not gonna have this channel anymore. We're gonna delete it. Permissions. Sorry, fam. I'm capitulating on that one because I don't want to spend all day on it. Oh, lights just went out too, dude. The light just went out. You know what that means? You know what that means, dude. Lights out. Nighttime. Night stream, dude. Night stream. Lights out. I'm out. Okay, so where do I talk about this? Start here, maybe? Pull some of this off. Trade camp. Official links. Back to Shadow Realm we go. Be like that. Lights out. I should put that on the charger right now, matter of fact. Shadow Realms, we're back. We still got one light. One light. Okay, so One thing I did want to look at as on Hibachi is, can you see the total size available? Can you build a script that looks for the total size available on Hibachi, on this exchange here, on this one that you're in the directory for? Because this will help us calculate when to, or the amount of size that we can use. So build just an additional script here that will print out the size available. And this is different than the equity. Remember that. We're going back to this Hibachi exchange, by the way. So I know you just did something in the other file, but we're back to here now. Thank you. We're back now. Thank you. We back. We back. We back. I need to write some notes here on this. Do you want to have your own trading bot? I can show you step by step. Even if you don't know how to code or don't know where to start, there's a link below with my full bootcamp, and I hold your hand through the entire trading bot process. Okay, so let's see here. Check available size. Okay, let's check available size here. No dice on that one, buddy. No dice on that one, bro. Do I have a README here with their documentations? I do. Check out their documentation on the README. Perfect, I can see the README about you, okay? Copy path here. Let's CD up in there, CD. I think I had to kinda activate Hibachi, Hibachi. Yeah, I did. Conda activate Hibachi. Python, run it. Assuming it's done. It's not done yet. Boom. Check available size. What we want, doggy. Check available size, run it. Okay, okay. It does show that. You can see that it shows 10,029 here. Let's go ahead and add a function into the MMO2 that it will use 95% or whatever percent size. So the instead of having position size being position size USD, we'll do position size percentage. So it'll take that max position USD size and use 95% to start with. Dun. Mm-mm. Dun, dun, dun. That's the updated percentage size. You don't need to test it. I could just test it in the bot. Nah, I should have let her tested it. Nah, 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 nah. It's all good. It's all good. So 95% perfect. That's great. That's perfecto. Perfecto. Okay, 6. So now that's a nice little feature, honestly. So let's go ahead and rerun this here. Perfect. History here. Have you struggled with emotional trading? If you want to remove all of your emotions from trading, you must automate it. I will teach you step by step in the next 15 days. There's a link in the description below, and I will help you remove all of your emotions from trading. I will help you remove all of your emotions from trading. Okay, 6. So now what I want to do is I want to prepare this for the inner circle, which is in about 2 hours, a little less. But I think I just want to show this today. So timeline here. Hold on. Get the buy limit. That's important. Sell limit. That's important. Buy market. That's very important. Sell market. Very important. Buy limit. Reduce only. Will you go update my nice funcs file to only keep the functions that we actually use in the MMO2 file? So look at my MMO2 file, see what nice funcs we use, and then delete anything that we don't use in the nice funcs. from the nice funcs in the MMO2. So the nice funcs will be really just nice funcs that only has functions that we actually use. Let's see how long this is first off. 536. Let's see how much it changes it to. 538 it says, not 6. Dyslexics. Dyslexics. Now let's create a clean version of nice funks. Thank you, Shorty. Yeah. It's bashing. While she runs, I'm gonna get a little sip of coffee. Just sipping coffee. What up, Detroit? How are you, bro? 777 trading a galactic crypto exchange. What is that? That sounds cool. Verified, working. Okay. Nice funks now is nicer. And everything works fine. Okay. Get account info. What's connections do? So, can you explain to me how the connections file works? I want to show this nice funks file to people, but I need to make sure that I understand how connections.py works with it. Nice funks is the lion's share of all trading bots that I do build. So being able to share this with my team is very, very essential. But I need to be able to explain any files that the nice funks is dependent on. I don't need to share the MMO2 as that is a specific strategy, but I want to get everybody else caught up to speed with the nice funks file and any of its dependencies. Thank you. Explain that to me, please. Thank you. Okay, so here we go. Botchi API key, account ID, and private key. Perfect. Let me explain connections.py. It's role of dependencies, nice funcs. This is crucial for sharing. Okay, so it's a crucial dependency for nice funcs. Great. Great to hear, dude. Great to hear. Let's go ahead and restart that hibachi. Make sure all this still works. When I run the bot, I get this error now with the check service status. So maybe this was something we changed in the nice
Even
funcs.
if you don't know how to code, I didn't know how either. But now I have automated trading systems, and I will show you step by step how to build your own bots so you can remove all of your emotions. I'll show you how in the bootcamp below. There is a link in the description, so join that right now.
The error is coming from the get market leverage method in the clean nice funcs. The problem is likely that the client dot is calling it failed, but we're catching this. Let me check back what's going on. Found the issue. The original version, get market leverage and get exchange issue. Looked for risk factors, but in the clean version, I changed it to get market info, which doesn't exist or works differently. Perfect. Now it works. Okay, let's go ahead and run this back and make sure it still works. Cool, cool, cool. All right, I got a great inner circle coming up here at noon. My plan is to learn by osmosis. Just showing up and letting it sink. There you go, bro. That's a good way to learn, dude. Beautiful. Okay, so that works great now. One thing I want to do is I want to update the bootcamp area here to have some more things in it. There was a couple last week's day. Let's delete this here. Delete channel. Day 55. And then delete day 56 here. Okay, I want to add into day 55 here. Day 55, private channel, yes, and it's available for most, not everybody, but month fours, helpful. Okay. Create channel. And then I'm going to go ahead here and go to my YouTube and post in posty post day 55. Day 55, okay. Save. Grab that link here. And I'm going to post this into day 55. Connecting to extended exchange. Okay. And then I gotta put the code as well. Let's go to extended exchange here. I think it's right here. Yep. Nice funcs file. Reveal in Finder. Okay, I got it. And let's go to quant code here where I put new code in each week. What day was that? Day 55. Okay, perfect. And then let's go. Oops, I should have got that code here. So on code here, copy message link here. Perfect. So I posted that. How can I get this code and platform? You can join the bootcamp. Links below. Bro, I can't express my level of gratitude for your contribution. Seeing HFT working has made me profitable on Forex trading by hand. You inspired me to finally invest in learning to code. There we go, Kenneth. Hey, my pleasure, dude. I'm so happy that you're learning how to code, dude. That's such a big win on top of this, in my opinion. Being able to learn how to code finally, something that will get you motivated to learn how to code, dude. That's how I justified it too. I was like, worst case scenario, dude, if this just doesn't work out, I learned how to code. Because learning how to code is not easy, and it's something I was scared of for so long. So I'm glad you're here, bro. Congrats to you, and thank you. Thank you for the kind words. Thank you for the kind words. Okay, so let's go over here and go back to extended real quick. Okay, that's good. That's good. Let's look at my terminal here. Okay, I can close that, I believe. Yeah. Position detected.
I'm not only going to show you how to build your own trading bot and automate your trading so you can remove emotions, I'm also going to pay for your AI so you can cancel all of your ChatGPT and Claude subscriptions. Click the link below to join the bootcamp. I will teach you how to automate your trading and pay for your AI.
It's good timing, dude. Good timing. So somebody just asked how you can get all of this and learn all of it. You can just join the bootcamp. The link's here. I know the website's ghetto, but go watch it. Go watch that video, bro. See what's going on over here in the market. Okay, okay. That's strong today, dude. All right, what else I got on my list here? So I fixed that. I did not fix the negative balance thing, but there's no fix to that. The YouTube channel watcher. You got something so I don't double order. Oh, I already fixed that as well. Perfect. Perfect, 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 dude. Perfect. What I do want to look into now is this. Let's go to a new chat GPT here. And let's go say, this. Dylon. Dylon, Dylon, Dylon. OFI. Order flow imbalance. Tick data. Show me, okay, talk to me, explain all this to me, how you can trade order flow and balance based off of what you see in the image above. Show me how to get the AWS bucket from Hyperliquid to get their tick data. Explain to me how we can use this in HFT. And yeah, let's just start there. Let's just start there, dude. Let's just start there. That's a good thing to do. It's a good thing to do. What's up, Nikki? Nikki. How you doing, bro? 777, dude. Much love to you. Much love to you. To answer your query, please answer it. What multi-level OFI actually is? Order flow imbalance. At one level equals net change in queued size at the best bid minus the net change at the best ask between two consecutive snapshots. Yeah, you're gonna have to dumb that one down for me, buddy. Let's read that again. Order flow imbalance at one level equals net change in queued size at the best bid minus the net change at the best ask between two consecutive snapshots. Okay. Multi-level OFI just extends that to the first K price levels and weights them. So K price levels, so however many price levels you want. Common choice is one level, so level 1 gets weight 1, level 2 gets half. Okay. The literature shows the explanatory power for short horizon price moves keeps improving as you add levels. Mathematically, this is that math where triangle Q is the change in Q size at depth of I from T to 1 to T. And WI is your weights. Grabbing Hyperliquid raw order book data. Hyperliquid dumps monthly batches of L2 snapshots into an open requester pays S3 bucket called Hyperliquid Archive. Oh, cool, dude. I didn't know you could have a requester pay type thing. That's cool. There's also live fills in HL mainnet node. Same requester pays flag. Quick CLI poll, say Soul Books from 9 a.m. UTC. If you prefer Python, I do prefer Python. From snapshots to an OFI signal, so pre-process, convert each snapshot to two arrays. Bid quantity depth and then ask quantity depth. Align snapshots at a uniform time grid, e.g. every 100 milliseconds. Compute deltas. Trade logic, basic example. Add a holding window of a few hundred milliseconds or until the next opposite signal, and always attach a very tight stop, like 2 to 3 ticks, because OFI signals decay fast. Making it real-time HFT style. So components that feed Hyperliquid WebSocket, L2 book, microseconds timestamps, pushes diffs, not full books. Normalization, drop into a Python Rust ring buffer, keeps latency under 50. Signal engine, pre-allocate NumPy arrays, custom C++, avoids Python GC pauses. Execution, rest exchange.order, okay. Risk, inventory cap. Practical tips here, coordinate clocking. It's not clocking, B. Use NTP plus hardware timestamping or compensate with the local RTT, replay and sim trading. Pull yesterday's bucket. Stream the snapshots into your engine at original timestamps to backtest latency-aware fills. Feature stacking. Combine ML-OFI with short-term trade imbalance.
Do you want to learn and connect with hundreds of other automated traders? Join the newsletter below and get a free invite to our Discord so you can chat with us.
And spread dynamics to cut false positives. Next steps, parameter sweep, grid search depth, weights, and threshold on recent months bucket data. Latency study, measure edge decay, compute IR for signals, delayed 0 milliseconds, 10 milliseconds, 20. See where it turns neggy. Colocation, spin up an EC2 instance in the same AWS region as Hyperliquid's infra. Hyperbook plus fills. Augment snapshots, node fills to detect the OFI by aggressive flow. That's the groundwork. Can you walk me through the process of how we would go ahead and backtest something like this? Thank you. Okay, so I want to go ahead here and say, hey, little mama, how you been? Okay, you been good? I've been good too. Thanks for asking. I appreciate you. Create new repo. So we're gonna say OFI trading bot. Okay. Create repo. Okay. Publish repo. Okay. Publish repo. Okay. Copy path. Yes. Copy path. Okay. Copy path. Copy path. Copy path. Copy repo path. Let's go ahead here and say cd up into that b code dot. Yes, thank you, Shaw. Thank you. Thank you very much, Shaw. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Let's put a readme up in this bitch. Readme.md. Okay, so let's go ahead and copy this here. Give her that information. Okay. And then thought for 10 seconds. Below is a soup to nuts recipe that makes the multi-level OFI idea from raw Hyperliquid order book data, dumps all the way to latency aware tick backtest. I've split into phases so you can reuse pieces later when you wire the strategy into a live bot. Okay. So we need polar RS, huh? Polars. Phase 1, pull and stage data, okay. Decompress, okay. Write each hour, okay. Pre-process into an order book matrix, okay. Phase 3, event-driven backtest loop, okay. Why not backtesting.py? Event-driven backtest loop. Tick level and custom latency aren't its forte. A 100-line event loop gives more control and is more readable. Damn, so we got to build our own backtester? Walk forward, speed and scale from backtest to live, TLDR. So event-driven simulator with latency fees. Let's go ahead and throw that in there here. All right, let's go to Claude Code because Claude Code's the sickest. Say yes, proceed, but I'm about to exit out too at the same time. We do dangerous. We only do dangerous things around here. Dangerous is the only way to go. Is you good, Shorty? It's so fucking funny, girl. She be going into the motherfucking closet and it's like I can't find her. She hides in the like I got like a laundry closet right here. I'm like I hear her like barking and then I can't find her anywhere. It happened yesterday and then she just pops out because there's a bunch of clothes in there and she just loves the clothes. She loves the yeah, she loves the clothes. All right, go ahead and check out my README, little shorty, and then go ahead and build a file to download the data from the bucket. That's the first step, I think. So let's go ahead and just download that bucket, and let's have it be one file that just downloads the data from our bucket. Let's use BTC, and let's go ahead and get like a month of data. Today is August 1st, 2025. Congrats. It's a good day to be alive. Much love. I hope you build a data downloader for the Hyperliquid bucket. Let me create a to-do list to track this task and then implement the downloader. Thank you. So S3 bucket, download BTC data for July 2025, 1 month. Yes. Skinny nigga in a bucket. Skinny nigga in a vida. In a vida. Data download data, dog. I'm a data dog. Download BTC data 1 month. Okay. Nah, shorty, I'll run it. You just tell me how. I know how to run this shit. Give me that. Give me that. Give me that. Give me that T-Flow. Bodo 3. Oh, snap. Basic download, okay. Pip install Bodo 3, first off. New terminal. Pip install Boto. Botox! Botox 3. Get that bitch up in there. And then we gotta get, what's that other one? LZ frame 4. Pip install. It's just LZ4. Okay. I guess that makes sense. I guess it makes sense. No dollars though, just cents. I guess it makes sense, dude. Okay, we're good now. We are golden. We are golden.
Do you want my free automated traders roadmap? It comes with all of my resources, my actual system, a book list, and Discord access. It's 100% free. Click the link below to join the newsletter, and I will send it to you right now.
Looks like we got an error, little mama. Search the web if you need to. What up, Bob? Bobby in the house. Robert in the house. What's uppy? What's uppy? What's uppy? The script needs AWS credentials to access. Let me search the web. Okay, so let's say bucket AWS Hyperliquid. Let's do the same thing. She's doing historical data. Okay, Hyperliquid docs. Okay. Hyperliquid archive SW3. Install, configure AWS CLI. Enter your AWS credentials when prompted. Interesting. I've actually never done anything like this before, so this is kind of interesting. It's cool that it allows them to charge the downloader. How much does it cost to download that data? And yeah, how does that work? That's pretty neat that Like they're able to pass on the fees of downloading. Like I know it takes a lot of storage costs for Amazon. So being able to charge the downloader, that's very interesting. How does that work though? That's pretty cool because that opens up a lot of things. Extended here. What is this in the middle going fast? These are orders. These are orders on Binance. Okay, yeah, let's learn this a little bit. Yeah, it's super clever. Here's how the economics work. The problem AWS solved. Storing data is expensive, storage costs. Transferring data is even more expensive, bandwidth costs. Companies with valuable data sets want to share them, but didn't want to pay massive transfer bills. Bucket owner pays only storage costs, so it's that much. Requester pays all transfer costs, 0.09 per gigabyte for first 10 terabytes. For Hyperliquid's BTC data, rough estimate. 1 month of BTC L2 data equals 50 to 100 gigabytes compressed. So your cost will be like $4.50 to $9 for the month. Hyperliquid's cost $0 for downloading it. Nice. Why this is genius. Hyperliquid can offer their data for free publicly. They only pay storage 1 to 2 months per symbol. Users who want the data can pay their own bandwidth. No payment processing, no accounts, no subscriptions needed. The technical magic. When you make a request, you include your request payer requester, which tells AWS charge this download to the account, not the bucket owner. Okay. All right, so go ahead and make a .env example with the keys that I need. I will go ahead and, or you could also make the .env with those, fake keys, of course. I'll have to put the keys in. So do that and then give me a step-by-step, noob-friendly, never fucked around with AWS. Actually have, but it's just like overwhelming every time I do. You know how it goes. Anyways, give me a noob-friendly step-by-step pulling my keys from AWS, and then I'll put it in the .env. I'm on stream, so never show anything of my private keys or my env or none of that on here. Thank you. Do you have a big computer to support all those orders? Which computer is best to make and settle trading bot without any bugs? The bugs won't come from that. I got a big computer, but you don't need a big computer. Pretty much. You just need something that works on the internet. Like if you want to run all this stuff on it, and the stream, that's the thing. The stream is really heavy. So I got a big computer for the stream. But, I trade off shitty little computers too. So just a little MacBook, a Mac Mini, I would say. You get $600 one. Perfect. Here's your new friendly setup guide, step by step. Go to AWS. Okay. I've already done that. Go to IAM. Okay, let's go to AWS here because I do have an AWS. Wait. I think I have a new AWS actually. Let's go check it out. Damn, my buns hurt, bro. I did some squats yesterday. Actually did way more than squats, but shit's burning, bro. My buns is burning, bro. AWS.
Do you want to have your own trading bot? I can show you step by step. Even if you don't know how to code or don't know where to start, there's a link below with my full bootcamp, and I hold your hand through the entire trading bot process.
Okay, I got my password here. Click next. What's my password? I got it. Your name. Verification code. Okay. Damn. My computer's running so hot. I had my phone sitting on it and it's stuck. I have like a case on the back of it and it got stuck to the phone, to the computer. It's crazy. 68108. Not telling you the last number, bucko. This will be the password you sign in with? Dude, I already have a password. Nice. The password's publicly known through a link leak. Love that for us. Love that. Uh, do I have an AWS here maybe? AWS, Aweber, Gmail. Ah, I got it right here actually. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Cool, 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 dude. Show password, please. Sign in. Sign in as root user, that's why. Seven CBFYP for you page. I'm not a robot. Gmail. You need 10 coffees to run a day like mine. Oh man. Oh man. I'll be sipping coffee, minding my business. Okay, so let's put in a new password. Now I can sign in. Root, sign in, root. Get my thing up in there, password, let's get it. Enter verification code. So strict, dude. Verify my identity. 540997. Oh my God. I want a croissant so bad, but it's so embarrassing because they know my name at the croissant place. And okay, the first day she said, "Hey, how you doing?" with my name, and I was like, "Did she just say that because she speaks Spanish or they speak Spanish?" And then the second day, I was like, "Oh shit, she really said my name." Then the third day, she said my name again. And I'm like, "I can never come here again. I can't come here again. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can't ever come here again. If you know my name, I'm gluten free. I am borderline celiac. I should not be going to get croissants every day, even though they are so good." Oh man. Oh, don't get me started. Okay, log into AWS, search for I am. I am. Okay, I'm there. Okay, and then go click users, create user. Users, create user. And I'm going to call it exactly what you said, dog. Click provide. Okay, yeah. Click next. Okay, this is good. Specify a user and identify. What do I do here though? Here. All right, I got to this point. Can you direct me from here? No way, dude.
I've helped hundreds of people automate their trading, even if they've never coded a day in their life. You can go check all the testimonials on my webpage. The link is in the description, but there's a 100% money back guarantee, no questions asked for 90 days. So click the link below and make sure to jump in right now. And if you don't like it, then you get your money back.
Custom password. Yeah, it's embarrassing, Bob. You eat carbs? I love carbs, and I live in Puerto Rico. That's all we have down here. Arroz y habichuelas y tostones. Gluten is carbs, right? Absolutely. French pastries are amazing. They are, dude. They are. I love them. I eat them every day. Yo, Zill, you're really building your own API? Can I get access to it? Okay, so next, okay, select attach policies. Okay. Add attach policies directly and then look for Amazon S3. Amazon S3. Read. Okay. Next. Create user. And then so let's say Hyperliquid S3 bucket for tick data. Okay. download the CSV file for, I don't know why, but here, let me go ahead and see what that CSV file looks like before I give you my password on accident. Oh, damn, we dark in here, huh? I just seen the light. I forgot that we're dark, dude. The vibe, though. Okay, this just shows exactly what I got. Okay, perfect. Okay, and then click on your new user. Click create access. Okay, return to user list here. Click on new user. Click on your new user. Click security access. Okay, I'm clicking on it. And then create access key. Okay. And then choose CLI. Okay. Check the confirmation box. Click create key. Copy both keys immediately. You can't see the secret again. That's access key, and then this is the secret key. So access key here. Secret key. Okay, sweet. And then copy both the keys. Okay. Copy the env example here. Okay, and say copy here, and then paste it here. And I gotta put my keys in there. Say rename here. Can you go ahead and put a git ignore? So it can have the .env. I like meat from PR. Okay. All right. I'll feel you. I'll feel you. Well. Okay, Zilhub, you're kind of an asshole, but thanks. He said, LMAO, no, sorry, but I've been watching your vids. So I'm just gonna take from all your vids, dude, and then I'm gonna build some alpha for me, and then say, yo, Moondev, guess what? I built something sick, but you can't have it. Fuck you. Fuck with it. It's PvP out here, dude. I'm telling you, Wall Street's never gonna share anything. Nobody's gonna share anything. I'm the only one sharing anything, and that's proof right there. And then they're gonna brag about it. They're gonna brag about how sick their shit is, and then they're never gonna share it. So guess what, dude? Welcome to the free world. Welcome to the Moondive world. I show everything as I discover it, dude. As I discover it. I'm about to build my own motherfucking API, bro. Zilhub. I'm gonna call it Zilnub. I'm gonna call it zilnub.com, dude, and everybody can have it, bro. That's crazy. The info on your YouTubes or content is free, bro. It's free. It's free. It is crazy. Okay, let's go ahead and get that env all set up now. Cursor, no. OBS, yes. OBS, yes. Okay. And now I gotta go put those keys in there, my knees. Access key, okay. Can you see this? Can you see right now? Hopefully not. Okay, good. Access keys there. Paste it in. Perfect. And then the secret key. Yo, AWS is actually chill now. It used to be so intimidating. But now that we have AI, it's actually chill now. Okay, I put my keys in there. Dog eat dog world, but Datadog love Datadog.
Extra helping hand with this automated trading stuff, join the bootcamp below in the description, because not only do I show you everything step by step, we have Python experts that will help you out with any challenges you have. So join by clicking the link in the description below.
Yo, Zilhub, I will do it, bro. Can you give me some hints though? Like, what are you building? Are you launching your own node? Where are you launching it at? And then how do you parse through? Like, what are you looking for? Are you like trying to parse through, see all the transactions here? What's your goal here? Just give me some ideas, dude. Give me some ideas. At least give me a hit, dude. Give me a hit. Okay, and now I think this should work. Double check that when I run this, I got all of the stuff in there. So now the download data should technically work. Double check that I'm not printing out my keys in the terminal anywhere before I run it. And then also tell me how to monitor the costs of this on AWS. I'm very curious. I'm very curious about that. That's very curious about that. Okay, done. Your ENV is now protected. Okay, perfect. Security check passed. Your keys are safe. Perfect. Requirements.env checked. You're ready to run. Real time. AWS console, go billing dashboard. Let's go there. Let's see how this works as we do it, dude. Dude, another day, another new thing for MoonNav. That's awesome, bro. I'm an AWS guy now. I used to be scared of AWS. But now we're back. AWS billing dashboard. Okay. Let's type in billing dashboard. Billing dashboard. AWS billing conductor. Yeah, I'm not actually able to see the billing dashboard when I type in billing. Can you direct me a little better? Billing and cost management, the second option. Just read, you fucking nerd. Just read. It says it right there. Sheesh. Sheesh, dude. Bills. Okay, I think I'm there, so let's run it. These aren't my Binance account, dude. These are just all the orders on Binance. Yeah, that's like crazy, dude. Um, how does it help you then? You can see how the orders flow. The orders flow, bro. Google read the tape. It's a way of trading. A lot of great traders are tape readers, so I just wanted to have the tape running at all times. You can see that I'm essentially just going ahead and seeing all this, and it's not really downloading the data. Here's a link to their documentation. I wish those were my orders, bro. Just scan the program accounts you want and connect to a good RPC service. Okay. So you're not using your own node, is what you're telling me. Are you what RPC are you using? Are you using Helios or what, Ka? All right, let's go ahead and change it to June then. You've got trading bot running up at the moment right now, or are you in the phase? I do have bots running, yes. Sup, Moondav? What are you working on today? I'm actually trying to get tick data from Hyperliquid right now. Quick node, huh? Interesting. I typically have 5+. Just depends. Nick Bassi. Nikki. But I've got a few in incubation, so it just depends. Like I'm always incubating. For example, I've got a few bots right here that I'm just incubating, testing out, and then I'll move it to my server. But I found the best.
Do you want to have your own trading bot? I can show you step by step. Even if you don't know how to code or don't know where to start, there's a link below with my full bootcamp, and I hold your hand through the entire trading bot process.
I found that's the best way to do it, is because you could have some like meter version bots while you have trending bots, and then you're able to squeeze alpha in kind of any market. Opposed to just like having one trending bot or something, because then if you're not trending, then it's not going to work out for you. From everybody I've talked to, that's kind of like the best approach, is to have multiple. Interesting. Still working on the airdrop farm idea? Yeah, I am. I've been incubating a couple of those bots here. This morning we were working on that a little bit with Extended and Hibachi. Nice. What course is that? That's cool. I'd love to watch it. I love learning, bro. I love learning from other people. I can't believe you're using QuickNode. How much is this costing you, dude? If you're using QuickNode to scan the entire blockchain and you're looking through the programs, see how these builds are doing, if it's stacking up yet. Bills. Nothing coming in yet. Okay, it looks like we downloaded 720 files. Nice. So let's say data here. Holy smokes. All right, you can see the data folder downloaded all this data. Now, how do I make it into like a CSV or something, pandas or Polar RS or something, so I can then backtest it? Let's keep moving with the README here. Also, can you show me where to go on that billing and cost management to see how much that data pool costs? Curious. Okay, so I downloaded all data from copy path, Hyperliquid. This is L2 book. Okay. So let's go ahead here and put this as a note here. Say 8.1. Downloaded all hyper liquid data from June. That's pretty cool, dude. It's not crazy expensive. I focus on just pump swap, Meteora, and radio. Nice, dude. What type of strategies are you trying to build? Like snipers or... Let me see if I can find it. Thank you, dude. Thank you. Perfect. Now I'll create a data processor to convert this to CSV/data frame format and build the OFI signals. Thank you, bro. Thank you. 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 So billing. Okay, go to AWS, billing and cost management. Click on bills in the sidebar. Bills. Look for charges, Amazon Simple Storage Service. You'll see line items like this. Maybe it just hasn't hit yet. To set up cost alerts, go to billing, billing preferences. Enable billing alerts here. Billing preferences. Enable receive billing alerts. Okay. CloudWatch alarms. Hmm. Very selective. Looking for big sells, buying them up and selling on other pools. Okay. Peak algo trading course. Thank you, dude. Trade station. Okay. I'm gonna watch that. So that's a good course here. So he's looking for big sells, buying them up and selling on other pools. Oh, okay. Very selective with coins. Otherwise, there's too much competition. There's too much competition.
I'm not only going to show you how to build your own trading bot and automate your trading so you can remove emotions. I'm also going to pay for your AI so you can cancel all of your ChatGPT and Claude subscriptions. Click the link below to join the bootcamp. I will teach you how to automate your trading and pay for your AI. The link is below.
This should be processing the data into a data frame, maybe? So sick, dude. This is so sick. You just need the idea and then AI can take you all the way through. Chop the boy out of here. Uh-oh. Gotta go to Hibachi real quick. Where are you, Hibachi? Okay, we got 2 errors here. I got this error in the Hibachi code. Maybe it's because of our new nice funcs file, but please fix it. Thank you. And then we got this here. Module has cool. I love this, dude. I love this. You just need the idea. So thank you, chat. Chat gave me this idea yesterday. I got this error when I clicked process download or process data. When I clicked it, when I ran it, bitch. Sorry. I'm trying to keep this family friendly because I feel like, you know, no reason not to. So I'm sorry when I swear. I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to, dude. I didn't mean to. I'm sorry, Baba. I never meant to hurt you. Let's see here. 4.7 million snapshots processed over 720 files. 6,500 snapshots per hour. Very high frequency. OFI signal calculated with proper statistics. The OFI signal looks healthy with mean near 0, reasonable distribution. Max min values show real market impact. Now just save the data, save the process data. Your data is ready for backtesting. The OFI signal calculation is working perfectly. The error was just with Parquet library, but the core data processing succeeded. For AWS costs, okay. So the next steps, let's go ahead and how are we gonna backtest this without using backtesting.py? Can you walk me through that and start just building it and then build the OFI signals? Walk me through what type of signals we'd look at for this OFI, and then we'll go ahead and build that out. Now I'm freeballing, fam. I'm in a whole different area. I don't understand yet, but that's where I want to be every single day. If this is easy for you, you're doing the wrong thing. That's how I think, at least. I like to be confused. She said, fuck that. Sorry, Moon. Sorry, Mom. Mom or Moon. I could be both. I'm the Queen of England. I'm the Queen of England. Perfect. Let me walk you through building a custom backtesting framework and OFI trading signals. What OFI tells us: positive OFI, more buying pressure, bids increasing, asks decreasing, price likely will go up. So bids increasing, asks decreasing. Okay. Negative OFI is more selling pressure, asks increasing, bids decreasing, price likely to go down. Magnitude, stronger sell signals equals bigger expected moves. Signal strategies will implement threshold signals, buy when OFI is over plus threshold, sell when OFI is negative threshold. Okay, so let's read that again. Positive threshold, positive OFI is more buying pressure. It means the bids increasing and the asks are decreasing. Price will likely go up, so that's positive OFI. Negative OFI, more selling pressure. Asks increasing, bids decreasing. So there's selling pressure because the asks are increasing. You know? Asks. Magnitude. Stronger signals equals bigger expected moves. Okay? Signal strategies will implement. Threshold signals. Buy when OFI is over plus threshold. Sell when OFI is under negative threshold. Let me build the framework, okay? Now let me create a script to test different OFI strategies. Perfect. I've built you a complete custom backtesting framework. Here's what we have. Custom backtesting framework, core components, okay. Backtesting engine, OFI signal generator, OFI signal types, explained. Logic, OFI +2, buy, OFI -2, sell. Best for clear directional moves, risk, false signals in choppy markets. Logic. Buy when OFI is over 95th percentile of last 1,000 snapshots. Best for...
Do you want my free automated traders roadmap? It comes with all of my resources, my actual system, a book list, and Discord access. It's 100% free. Click the link below to join the newsletter, and I will send it to you right now.
Buy when OFI is accelerating upward. Sell when OFI extremely high. Buy when extremely low. Best for range-bound, mean-reverting markets. Getting run over in trending markets. Test your strategies. Test strategies. Load your process. Test all 4 OFI strategies. Please go ahead and add these strategies into my README. And then also make sure that we're testing this idea as well, the multi one that this homeboy was talking about. Yo, chat, give me your best ideas, chat. Please, 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 because I actually test them. I'll probably test them before you test them. I'm going faster than Dylon. Dylon gave this to me yesterday. I'm already passing him up because he works 1 hour a day. Come on, step on the gas with me, please. Step on the gas. The gas is here for stepping. Let's get some coffee up in this bitch. Coffee and an egg, girl. Coffee and an egg. That's what we eat. Coffee and an egg. All right, let's see what she said. Okay, so perfect. I've added the strategy documentation to the README. All 4 OFI strategies with detailed explanations. Dylon's multi-level insight. Prominently featured. Depth analysis, 3, 5, and 10 levels. Edge sources and implementation pipeline. Performance metrics we track. Funny, I was writing a program and Claude Code decided to download that song as a test. No way. Built multi-level edge tested. Created test multi-level edge that specifically tests Dylon's hypothesis. What it do? Test depth 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, and 10. Okay, compares performance metrics. Okay, quantifies the edge. How much better is the multi-level versus single level? Visualizes results with comprehensive charts. Confirms/rejects Dylon's hypothesis with hard numbers. Key insights being tested. Does using deeper order levels actually work? Actually provide better risk-adjusted returns than just using the top of the market? Ready to test Dylon's theory. Test multi-theory. Okay. So it sounds like I have 2 files to run now. Please go ahead and tell me which files those are. Thank you, because I'm a noob tube it, bitch. Noob tubing. Pow. I said the corner, pow. What's up, Sake? How you doing, dude? I don't know what song you're talking about, bro. That's what it does for me too. That's why it's stuck in my head. What song are you talking about? Yo, 777, Dollar, good to see you, bro. At least we know Claude will never tell a lie and hurt you. She will hurt us, bro. She will hurt our hearts. She will break our hearts. She will break our hearts someday. Test strategies. Okay, haha, no worries. You have... Don't laugh at me, dude. Don't laugh. This is not funny. Don't laugh at me, Claude. You're breaking my heart. You have 2 main files to run. Okay, we got the test strategies.py.
Do you want to have your own trading bot? I can show you step by step. Even if you don't know how to code or don't know where to start, there's a link below with my full bootcamp, and I hold your hand through the entire trading bot process.
I'm doing pretty good, Sake. Thank you, bro. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. Sounds like it. Good. Where you from, Sake, by the way? I don't know if I ever got that information from you, dude. I would like to know. I would like to know you a little bit better, if you don't mind. Okay, so file 1 and file 2. So test all 4, okay, threshold, rolling percentile, momentum, mean reversion, and shows you which one worked better overall. Okay, and then we got Dylon's multi-level edge test. I wish Dylon was here, dude. This is his time. This is all chat, dude. All my ideas, not all my ideas, but a lot of my ideas come from you guys. So people ask me, why do I do this? Because number 1, it's accountability. Number 2, I believe code's a great equalizer. Number 3, you guys have fire ass shit up in the chat, B. She. Okay, so let's start with number 1 to see which strategy type works best. Then run number 2. Both will give us charts, performance metrics, and tell you exactly what's working and what's not. So good, bro. Bosnia, huh? Who are the top 5 coders of all time? Dylon. Dude, so good. I'm glad you know that, bro. I don't think many people know what I'm talking about when I say Dylon, bro. I don't think many people know. So I'm glad you're locked, bro. We must be, oh yeah, we were talking about that the other day. We are, from the same parts, and also I think around the same age. I don't know. Code hot fire, bro. Bees in the chat. Bees in the chat. Okay. You guys got all types of songs in my head. Let's go ahead and say let's run this first one. Yeah, general strategy, test strategies. Okay. See the error. What's the error? What? Run process data first, dog. I just did that. I just did that, dude. But it didn't work. But you said it worked. You said it kind of worked. All right, let's run it back. All right, I got the inner circle in about 25 minutes, so I will have to go. And then I think I'm going to hit my workout number 2 for the day. Got to try to get back in shape, dude. I fell out of shape, to be honest. It'd be like that, you know, get so excited with this stuff and just sit on the computer all day. You know how it goes, bro. Gotta go back. Gotta get back in the gym, dog. Gotta get back in the gym. Strong body, strong mind. Strong body, strong mind. $481 out of $720. Okay. Strong booty, strong thigh. Oh man. Strong booty, strong thighs. Saving process data. Thank you, Shorty. So total snapshots is 4.7 million. Saving process data. Go ahead, do that then. Let's see if I got that bill yet. I'm just so curious how much that costs to download that data. Pretty cool. Pretty cool if you ask me. Purchase orders maybe? Credits, payments, bills. Nah, it hasn't hit my account yet, so. Saving process data, hot now. Hot now, hot now. Hot now. Oh, you know what I do need to get set up while that's saving? Yeah. My palm is itching, by the way. You know what that means, Muffy? Because I taught you. Because I taught you. Now you know. You're welcome. Okay, so we got the data now saved here. So process data sample. Let's go to data here, data dog. Scroll forever. Oh, it's right here. Buddy. Buddy. Okay, now we got some data, dog. 1.76 gigabytes. Wow, dude. I wasn't even thinking I was going to do this today, and all of a sudden I got 1.7 gigabytes of data from AWS tick data. What? That's crazy, dude. That's insane. The things we can do around here. So amazing. It's so amazing.
If you want to automate your trading, I will hold your hand step by step in my boot camp with short, concise videos in any language. So if you actually want to automate your trading, check out the link below.
Muffy, please tell the class what it means when your palm is itching, just so I can make sure that you paid attention last week. Please tell the class. Thank you. There's somebody that doesn't know that. There's somebody in there. Let's go ahead and run it, dog. Let's run it. Sorry, I tweaked out there. All right, sick, dude. Don't know what any of this means, so let's just go have her walk us through it. All right. So all negatives. Not looking too hot. So not looking too hot. Sharp ratio of negative. Please go ahead and explain this to me, the graph and also the data. To me, it doesn't look too good, buddy. That's all good. We got the infrastructure down. That's what matters, dude. That's what matters, right? Right? That's what matters. Could you imagine if we just plugged and played like that and just made $1 bajillion? That's what some people come to me thinking. They're like, oh, Boo Dav, he's some dude on the internet that shows his trading bots. Let me just plug and play what he's doing. Sharp ratios, negative, negative, negative. Threshold, rolling percentage, momentum. Okay. Max drawdowns, 3.5. Total returns. Okay. Win rate, no wins. Let's go ahead and see. Oh, look at these. These are nice looking. I mean, they're bad, but it's not. Looks nice at least. Straight down. Oh, another one. Equity curve, straight down. Holding time distribution. Okay. Cool, dude. Those are fun. Okay, let's see. Yikes, you're right. This doesn't look good at all. Let me break down what's happening. The bad news. All strategies are losing money. 0% win rate across all strategies. Every single trade loses. Negative returns. Negative Sharpe ratios. All terrible risk-adjusted returns. All terrible. High fees, eating into profits. Transaction costs are killing us. 4 BP fees on every trade plus very short holding periods equals death by 1,000 bajillion cuts. Wrong market regime. This is only 1.45 hours of BTC data on June 1st. Could be choppy. What the hell? Parameters, tuning. Sample size too small. 1.5 hours is not enough. I agree. So smaller position sizes, 2%, lower fees, 2 Bs, longer holding time. Hey, shorty, we downloaded all that data, right? Isn't that like a month worth of data? So why wouldn't we backtest it on at least like 10 days of it, right? And then also here, let's use the real fees. The real fees are here. What are the fees for Hyperliquid? Okay, Muffy, don't do your homework. Don't do your homework. Just say fuck your homework. Okay, she put a money thing in there. So let's just say the taker fees. This is the taker fees. Taker, maker. Base rate, okay. Obviously they get better, but we don't want to calculate on that. Oh, and I fixed that. Damn, I got a lot of shit going on, bro. Yeah, it seems that way, huh? We downloaded a month of data and you're just going to use an hour and a half? That hurts my heart. You're absolutely right. We downloaded a full month of data and we're only using a 10K sample. Let me fix this and use the real hyperliquid feeds, cuz. Every time. Perfect. Now it should run much better. Use full data set. Nice. 500K rows instead of 1.5 hours. Okay, let's go ahead and try it again. Loading data from process data CSV. Uh-oh. Could be a lot.
If you want to automate your trading, I will hold your hand step by step in my bootcamp with short, concise videos in any language. So if you actually want to automate your trading, check out the link below.
Total signals, 20 thou wow. Okay, so it's testing both of them. It's just going to take a little bit longer. What time is it? Oye, Siri, poner un timer por 10 minutos. Gracias, mami. Gracias, mami. ¿Qué fue? 83,000 signals on the momentum. 27 on the mean reversion. 27,000. Still poor. Still poor. Total returns, win rates, equity curves. So it's still poor results. So go ahead and update these to make them better. But also go ahead and update the test multi-level one to have more data, so we can test that one as well to see if that has better results. That's so funny. The Spanish you are learning sounds so Puerto Rican. It's funny, dude. Yeah, they speak different out here, bro. I learned Mexican Spanish growing up, as we all did, probably. And it is so much cleaner. Like I'm about to go to Mexico and I can't wait because I can actually understand you. I can't understand you. You speak too fast out here for me. It's too choppy. But I'm grateful to learn on hard mode. I'm grateful to learn on hard mode. Damn, what's this random stuff? This is so far from random. Guess what, buddy boy? You're the random one because we all know what's going on, doggy dog. You're just not locked in like we are. You should lock in more. Okay. Thanks for having me, though. Where's your profits? Are you shorting or longing? What, you shorting or longing? I'm shorting and longing. My profits are in my heart. They're in my heart. Thank you for coming. Okay. Let's go ahead and see here what changes I made. Ultra selective signals, okay. Perfect. Smaller positions, okay. Longer holding time, 15 seconds. 15 seconds. That's insane, dude. That's insane. Let's go ahead and try that here. Test strategies, okay. Let's go ahead and read it. The orders on your screen are Binance here. The Moon Show. Huh. Are you clipping my videos, bro? The Moon Show? That's a great little thing. That's a great... He said, damn, Kai. What's up? Blah? Shit. No banging in my chat, all right? No banging in my chat. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for not banging in the chat, bro. Can you start with 100 USD capital? You can start backtesting. Yeah, you can start backtesting for sure because that's free. So backtest, I would say backtest, backtest, backtest. Find what's good for you, works for you, at least in the past. And then if it works really well, then you can either A, borrow somebody's money, or B, partner with somebody, or C, help other traders backtest. I don't know. So those are the ways. If I had only $100, that's how I'd do it. That's how I'd do it. Find you a financial partner. AI trading crypto bot? Not really. I use AI to code the bots. Okay, so still trash, but it's okay. It's okay. We're going to go ahead and test out that other one. I got to get Ghost. But some of you are going to be in the inner circle. I know that. I'm going to keep developing this idea. It's interesting. Win rate 6.7%. Average holding time is 15 seconds, dude. Still trash. What do you think about testing a longer holding time? Would that make it develop more? I don't know. We'll have to work on this later, but go ahead and make that update. What's the figure? Minimum? The minimum figure to start algo trading is, I'm not a financial advisor, is not financial advice. I can't tell you things like that, dude, but I can tell you this, $100. If you're the best trader in the world, think about it, dude. If you're making 20% a month, you're the best trader in the world. On $100, that just depends on you. Is $20 gonna change your life? I don't know. But this isn't a get rich quick, dude. So if you wanna turn $100 into a bunch of money, you really have to start a business or something. This is better for people that are already traders and have some sort of strategy or thesis to the market and they want to test it automatically. I've updated both tests to hold much longer periods. Okay. Your logic is sound. All right, I want to try this multi-level real quick just before I get Ghost here. Be out, bro. This win rate per trade. Yeah, you guys are asking me questions like I have the answers, but I don't have the answers for you, Sway. There's no singular bot that I'm building or I have.
Do you want to have your own trading bot? I can show you step by step. Even if you don't know how to code or don't know where to start, there's a link below with my full bootcamp and I hold your hand through the entire trading bot process.
Just depends on your strategy. Odds of daily profits are low. Dude. We're competing in the hardest game in the world. And if you want to join, that's fine. But if not, then don't trade by hand. I'll tell you that much. Don't trade by hand. Odds of success in trading in general are low. I think they're better with automated trading because you remove the emotional side of it. But you know most traders lose, so You know that, bro. What specs of a computer? MacBook Mini, maybe? Or Mac Mini? Nothing crazy. You can always use a server to run your code if it's too intensive, but you should be all right. You should be all right. Total signals found 3155. Ah, so close, so close. Multi-bug here, thank you. Whoa. It said something about bolt. I said multi. Another date time bug. Let's fix it. Yes, please. Thank you. Yo, what's up, Roland? How you doing, bro? Good to see you, dog. I like this project though. I'm gonna spend more time on it, if you don't mind. I'm doing pretty good. I'm glad you're doing great as well. Thank you, dude. Thank you. Much love to you. I do have to leave here at a second. Win rate 25%. There you go. Sharp is negative though. Okay. This is looking good. Gamer, what up, bro? I gotta get Ghost, but good to see you here, dude. I'm new to your channel and new to Python programming. What's a good roadmap you recommend in order to get acquainted? I have a roadmap, bro. It's free. Go to the link in the description. Put your email address in. You don't have to buy the bootcamp. If you really want to step on the gas, I teach you everything inside the bootcamp. But if you just want the roadmap, just put your email in down here and I'll send it to your email. The roadmap is fucking sick, B. It's fucking sick. So it shows you everything you need here to get started, get your dick wet in this industry. Go ahead and see frequently asked questions. The roadmap, I take you through some of my best videos. I show you my system. Okay, I show you alpha generation techniques, a fuck ton of books here, so you could just go get crazy on them without me, dude. You don't even need me. I give you crypto data, machine learning. Come on, I give you everything. It's all here. Go ahead, go to the link in the description. Just put your email in. You don't have to buy the bootcamp, but if you really want to go crazy, buy the bootcamp. But if not, that's fine. Let's see here. Back test. Okay. Total return to 0.09%. Okay. Total signals trades of 569. Okay, this is looking better, dude. This is looking better. I'm excited. I'm excited about this one. Thank you, Dylon. I'm excited. I know these aren't good yet, but oh, these are all similar trades. It's not good yet, but we're gonna get there. Nice to hear. Good. All right, fam. I'm gonna catch you next time. I don't know when next.
Welcome back. Sizable miss for jobs this morning, coming in at 73,000 in July with sharp downward revisions. That might be the bigger story for May and June. President Trump lashing out at Fed Chair Jay Powell on Truth Social, of course, after the report, telling him to drop the rate. Joining us now exclusively is Atlanta Fed President Raphael Bostic, along with our own Steve Leisman. Good morning, Steve.
Good morning, Sarah. Let's get right to President Bostic. Good morning, President Bostic. Thanks for joining us. I'm going to start in the obvious place. Does what Sarah just said, the number this morning, along with those hefty revisions downward, change your view of the employment market, to change your view of the economy, and your view on the outlook for rates?
First of all, good morning, Steve. It's good to see you and Sarah. It's been a while. Here's what I would say. It's something that is definitely true. The numbers today were significant, and I agree with you that the revisions downward in the previous 2 months were perhaps the bigger story. Look, we've now seen with these revisions a real clear signal that employment markets are slowing down in a significant way. I would say off of pretty solid levels before. So the question that is in my mind is really, to what extent is this a one-time move down that will persist over time? Or is this something that we will see where the labor markets will return back to their basically waiting to see where things are? But going into this week, I thought that the risks to inflation were much greater than the risk to employment. Our inflation rate, our core PCE, was at 2.8. It was not moving toward 2%. All the context we were hearing were saying that price pressures were going up, and labor markets were quite steady. Unemployment was at 4.1%. Wages were solid, and employment growth was solid. The numbers today and the revisions in an important way suggest that maybe the economy and the labor market is weakening more broadly than certainly what we're seeing in the 6th District. But that does also suggest that the risks to the employment side of the mandate are maybe coming more into balance with those in inflation, and that's something that I'll really have to look at as I think about the appropriate paths for policy.
Raphael, there's the old song, I wish that I knew what I knew now when I was both younger or older. Had you had this data going into the meeting, would you have changed your view and what you ended up doing and supporting?
You know, I don't think so. There is still a lot of strength underlying the labor market. We do see that wages are not collapsing. So wages are operating in a way that we typically see in a solid labor market. The unemployment rate, as many have noted, is still at 4.2%, which is below full employment measures in many metrics. And I still am not hearing from businesses that they're on the verge of letting go a lot of people. So in many regards, the labor market still looks good. Look, even over the 12-month period, the annual job creation rate is still over 100,000 jobs. So in many ways, this is about slowing down. And now the task we have is really to figure out to what extent is this slowdown likely to persist and get us into a more troublesome position. But we don't know that now, and that's something that I'll be working on over the next 2 months.
Raphael, I know it's only a couple hours and change past the number coming out, but we had you penciled in, and I'll underline penciled because you don't make a firm commitment. It's your forecast. Had you penciled in for just one cut this year? Are you still in that place?
Well, you know, I don't really change those things until I get much closer to the meeting. So for today, yes. I do think that with new information, it's appropriate to rethink everything. And that's what I'll be doing with my team. If it looks like the labor market is weakening in a sustained way, such that the risks on that side have increased to be greater than the risks on the inflation side, then I'd be open to increasing the number of cuts this year. Today, I don't see that right now. Inflation is still further from its target than employment is from its. But we will just have to watch and see how things evolve over the next several months.
But I think one of the questions, President Bostic, is whether you should look through a tariff-induced inflationary spark. And that's what the dissenters, Governor Waller and Governor Bowman, have said, is that, sure, if we see tariff-induced inflation, it's one-off, and we should look through it. It doesn't speak to, you know, necessarily what's happening in terms of demand in the underlying economy where the Fed should react to. Do you disagree with that?
Well, I think that's the textbook story of what tariffs mean and do to an economy. I think the situation today is a bit different in a couple of ways. First, the way that the tariffs have been rolled out has been over an extended period of time, which is not what you see in textbooks. So what we have is tariffs being in the psychology of the consumer for a much more extended period than I think we would typically expect. A second thing, which I think is quite important, but I have not seen talked about very much, is that these tariffs are intended to change supply chains in pretty significant ways. So in that sense, tariffs are intended to create structural changes. And those structural changes should, I would expect, have implications for the dynamics for inflation and other things moving forward. So if these tariffs are successful, then I don't think it will be appropriate to just look through them. Other things will have happened, and we'll have to tease that out to make sure we understand the full implication of that as we make our policies.
So just to follow up on that, I've been thinking about this too, Raphael, which is, you mean potential growth could be lower which means that you would not be quite so reactive to growth stepping down if you are ultimately ending up in less optimal supply chain configurations.
So these are the things that we'll have to work through, but that is definitely a possibility. And, you know, what I want to do is make sure that we understand the full picture of what's happening. And the tariff policies, as you know, are quite complex. Country to country, we have different levels. Businesses are still trying to figure out what their optimal strategies will be in this new environment. And it's going to take 3, 6, maybe even 12 months for them to come up with pricing strategies and sourcing strategies that make sense.
Rafael, one more from me, one more from Sarah. The dissenters said this morning, they talked about this idea of looking at inflation or PCE ex tariffs. Is that a calculation that makes sense to you?
Well, I don't think that's what we're going to do in our building. We've talked about this, and I think what we've come to the conclusion of is, the world is very integrated, and all of these things fit together in a very complex way, and it's very difficult to tease out individual things. So we're not going to go that route, I don't think, but it is an interesting concept.
I just want to push back a little on your view about the labor market and how it's in good shape. I know we got today's numbers, but it really does change. The 3-month average now goes from, I think, 150,000 to 37,000. And even if you look at the consumer, we haven't really seen real spending growth lately. We saw a step down in the GDP number on the consumer. So, I mean, why not get ahead of all that?
Look, I think we are in a very difficult environment right now. And if this was just a one-dimensional issue, I think it would be more straightforward. In fact, that's where we've been for much of the last 3 years. Today, we have 2 dimensions that we have to consider, and it's the intersection of those that really drives what makes sense. Today's numbers do raise the salience of risks to the employment side, but we can't just act as if there aren't risks on the other side as well. And our task moving forward will be to try to figure out on net, how should we think about this? Another thing I would say is there's a lot of debate also about how restrictive our policy actually is today. And that's something that I think everyone is going to have to reflect on, because it may be the case that there is a lot of momentum that we are not constraining things as much as people think. I don't have a full view on this, but this is something that we're also going to look at to really understand how much we're contributing to the dynamics that are going on today.
Rafael, thank you for joining us and sitting in the post-jobs report hot seat. Next time, one of us will get on the Delta flight between Atlanta and New York, and I'll see you in Jackson Hole as well.
I'll see you in a couple of weeks, and we'd love to have you down here.
President Trump signing multiple executive orders on AI after the All In podcast hosted tech and government leaders at a summit in Washington. Joining us right now is White House AI and crypto czar David Sachs. And David, welcome. We really appreciate your being here today. There's a lot that we've been trying to figure out, trying to understand what yesterday all means. And I wonder if you can tell us how the private sector reads all of this and what they will do in response.
Well, thank you for having me. I mean, first of all, let me just frame up what I think President Trump did yesterday. It was, I think, the most important technology speech by an American president since President Kennedy declared that we had to win the space race. And in a similar way, President Trump declared that we had to win this AI race. And I think you could argue that the AI race is even more important than the space race because it's going to determine who reshapes the global economy and who the superpowers of the 21st century are going to be. If the U.S. continues to lead in AI, we'll remain the most powerful country. But if we don't, we could fall behind our global competitors like China. And I think President Trump laid out a plan for winning this AI race.
David, I'd agree with you. I think this probably is more important than the space race. How far ahead of China do you think we are right now in this race? How long would it take for them to catch up? How do we prevent that from happening specifically?
So I think when you look at our lead in the AI race, it kind of depends on what level of the stack you're looking at. So if you look at the top of the stack with the AI models, we're only, I would say, months ahead of the Chinese models. They've done a good job with models like DeepSeek and Qwen. But if you go deeper in the stack, we have, I'd say, more significant advantages. So When it comes to chip design, our leading company is NVIDIA. Their leading company is Huawei. I would say that NVIDIA is still a couple of years ahead. Then you go deeper in the stack to chip manufacturing, and you've got TSMC on the western side of the ledger, and they're several years ahead of the Chinese national champion, which is called SMIC. So it just depends on what level of the stack you're talking about. But I think the most important thing is that we try to maintain this lead. We don't want to sacrifice it. And I think President Trump brought up a few really important ways of doing this. Number one is we have to unleash American energy. The new AI data centers, the new infrastructure we need to build is very power hungry. It requires a lot of electricity. And President Trump signed an executive order to build out AI infrastructure. And he's understood for a long time that we have to drill, baby, drill. We have to build, baby, build. We have to, again, if you want to have AI dominance, you've got to have energy dominance. So that was a huge part of the speech. Another area that I think is very important that President Trump talked about is AI exports. We want the whole world using the American tech stack. We want the world to consolidate around an American standard. If we don't provide that standard, Huawei surely will. And so I think President Trump brought up that, and he signed an executive order to make AI exports easier.
He also made commentary. Well, actually, let's go to the energy part of this first, because signing this executive order is one thing. There have been others who have theorized that you really need an infrastructure plan that's organized by the government, kind of like the national highway system was set up. Do you think we need something along those lines, or can private industry really step in and bring us the energy needs that are going to be upon us in the next couple of years?
Well, private industry is already investing hundreds of billions of dollars in this infrastructure build out. So the private sector investment is there. What we need to do is unlock it from the shackles of all this red tape. It takes years to get permitted. President Trump promised to make that easier, to bring the timeline down from years to weeks or months. There's environmental concerns that really tie up these projects, and he's tasked Lee Zeldin with solving those. So I think that we do need to have more of a partnership mentality with the private sector, but it's the private sector is going to do the building here, and we just need to get unnecessary red tape out of the way to enable that.
David, related to that, though, is this question of just how much energy is going to be consumed. We talk about it on this broadcast all the time, the amount of energy that's required, the amount of water that's required. Obviously, certain states are better adept and also have less regulations around them. But ultimately, you know, we've had some guests come on and say, you know, 5 years from now, all these governors who are begging for this stuff to happen in their state may say to themselves, you know what, electricity prices are going to go up in my state to consumers. There's a question if there's a hurricane, who ultimately, you know, gets the electricity in that, because of the uptime requirements and guarantees that a lot of these tech companies are making with the data centers and therefore the energy providers, that could leave consumers out in the cold. How do you think about that dynamic?
Well, this is exactly why I think we have to build more energy. We have to unleash American energy, is because you don't want residential prices to go up every time you add a data center. It doesn't make sense. So it's true that in order to enable these new data centers that are very power hungry, you have to build more power generation. But that's the whole point of the executive order, and that's the whole point of President Trump's policy around making it easier to, again, drill, baby, drill. This is a campaign promise he made years ago, is that we had to make it easier to produce American energy. And he's had all of the above approach. I mean, he wants to make it easier for natural gas, for nuclear. He signed executive orders to make nuclear easier, and even what he calls big, beautiful coal. So I think that, you know, the president has had this idea for a long time. He understands that more energy production is the basis for all future growth. And now that we have this AI boom going on, it's definitely the foundation for this AI, for the growth in AI as well. So I think this is the plan of the administration, is we got to produce more energy.
Hey, David, as the AI czar, people look to you for a lot of things, but you're a huge person from Silicon Valley, a huge figure in the industry. You grew up with PayPal next to Elon Musk. You learned an awful lot about that, and you're obviously invested in XAI as well. I just wonder how you look at the world in terms of open source or closed source models on these things, what you think about what OpenAI is doing right now. Do you have the same views as Elon Musk when it comes to what Sam Altman's doing, or do you see things a little differently?
Well, we don't take sides in which AI company is going to win. We just want to create the conditions, the environment for American AI to do well. And then within that environment or that ecosystem, we want to have at least several companies, maybe many companies competing. And we think that competition is good. That's what ultimately spurs America on. You know, under the Biden administration, they had this approach under this Biden executive order on AI of anointing a few winners in this AI race. That they had this mentality that they were going to centralize and control. And what we want to do is just create a level playing field so that we, let 1,000 flowers bloom. And, we think that competition brings out the best in everyone. That's how America wins, is we create the conditions for our private companies to compete with each other.
David, but speak to this if you can. I've been marveled at how successful Elon Musk has been, even in the past year and a half, in terms of spinning up XAI. And I would argue a lot of that has been his experience as a genuine engineer in terms of hardware and understanding energy. I mean, a lot of what we're talking about here is about energy. There have been questions recently about Stargate, which, of course, is the endeavor that Sam Altman and OpenAI have undertaken with Masa, and how that's working out and how quickly that can get rolled out. How much, A, do you think that there's any issue with where Stargate is and how quickly that will roll out? And B, how much do you think that there's an issue of just how much experience and knowledge lives in Silicon Valley in terms of engineering to deal with this energy issue? Because the experience, with the exception of maybe Elon and some others who've dealt with hardware, is very different.
Well, it's true. I've spent time with folks from Silicon Valley and folks from the energy industry, and they are rather different industries. And in the past, they haven't intersected that much. And there are, I think, cultural differences between the industries. In the past, the energy industry, the grid, for example, has only grown by a couple of % a year. They just haven't ever had to contemplate the issues of hypergrowth. And then by contrast, Silicon Valley is really all built around how do you scale as quickly as possible. So, but I think what's happening now is those conversations are happening. The Silicon Valley companies are driving out new requirements by the energy companies. And I think there's a lot of learning and sharing that's happening across those industries. So I think this is going to be figured out, and it's going to be enormously helped by the Trump administration, making it easier to produce more energy. That's really the key here to solving this problem.
We have a situation now through the One Big Beautiful Bill and what the White House did yesterday, where you're not going to have a lot of states and different jurisdictions that are setting new rules for AI in different ways that they have to compete. But you're still going to have to figure out how this works around the globe. You think of the Digital Services Act and what Europe has already done to some of our technology companies by trying to crack down on them. How do you and the president look at this in terms of how we kind of navigate other jurisdictions around the globe and what they can and can't do, what they should and should not be able to do when it comes to our AI companies?
Well, what the president said in his speech is that we don't want overregulation to cost us winning this AI race. And that overregulation could happen if the states go wild overregulating, and there is some indication that that's a possibility. You've got 1,000 bills going through state legislatures right now. And the president also said that these international bodies also should not impose unnecessary regulation. So I think that this administration will push back on that, and we'll just have to see exactly how that plays out. But I think the basic idea here is that we have to prioritize winning the AI race, and we have to make sure that regulation is sensible. We're not saying that there shouldn't be any regulation, but we don't want there to be so much of it that it hobbles our AI companies and our innovation. And we also don't want so many different regulatory regimes that it creates a patchwork and it's confusing to our AI companies. So I think you'll see this administration pushing back in those areas.
What we did not hear, though, is any protection of copyright. In fact, the president himself said that copyright holders may just lose out on this, essentially. How do you make sure we win this race, but also not trample the rights of the creators underneath all of this as well?
Well, the president said that that AI models can't copy or plagiarize rights holders. So that's very clear. The question is around ingestion of data for AI training. And that is a question that's being litigated in the courts right now. And ultimately, what it will come down to is what is the fair use definition for AI training data. And I think the president started to stake out a position there that merely ingesting data for learning purposes is not a violation of copyright as long as the model, again, does not copy or plagiarize the output. Right. So we have a distinction here between inputs and outputs. And this is a question that's being litigated by the courts, but I think that President Trump's statements on this are very common sense, and I hope they will help guide this issue.
David, let me ask you about that, though. And this is maybe a philosophical question. So I've been writing a book for the last 8 years, a history book about 1929. And so I've ingested, if you will, hundreds of books, by the way, that I've read to learn about all sorts of different component parts. And hopefully some of those pieces end up not plagiarized, but in the book. And there's a bibliography and all of that, right? But that's one person. That's me doing that. And I can go to the library and get the books. I can go buy all the books. And I think we understand how that works. I think it's different, right, if a machine ingests the books and then can then not just spit out one book. It took me 8 years to do this, but can spit out a book, every 3 minutes if it wanted to, and what the economics of that should actually look like.
Well, Andrew, I think you raise a good point, and we're in a new area here, and this all has to be figured out. But I would say two things. Number one is copyright historically has applied to outputs, not to ingestion or learning. And so, I think we have to consider that. The other is something that President Trump talked about, which is if you're going to require AI models to have a deal with every single article on the internet, we're talking about millions of articles, and in order to use that, then how is that going to be feasible? From a common sense standpoint, you're just not going to be able to make deals with every single one of those rights holders. And China won't care. China's just going to, they're going to suck in all the data. And so I think it will compromise our ability to win this AI race against China if they can use all the data, but we're hopelessly mired in impractical contractual negotiation.
David, real quick competition question. The president made a fascinating comment in his speech. He might have been talking to you, where he said he was asking about NVIDIA. He didn't know what NVIDIA was, and somebody told him that basically they own 100% of the market. He wanted to actually break them up, he said. Was that conversation with you?
No, I wasn't. I was not part of that one.
Wasn't you? The second related competition question, therefore, becomes, though, do you think we need a lot more competitors, both in chips and even in LLMs? I mean, one of the things we've started to see is because a lot of the big companies can't really, I think there's a view that regulators wouldn't allow combinations, that there's this whole acqui-hire trend. And I'm curious sort of where you land on the competition and acqui-hire world.
Well, I think what we're seeing right now is ferocious competition, but especially at the AI model level. And I think that's good, and we want that to continue. At the chip level, it's true that Jensen has very high market share, but that's